The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22. The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 10 matchup will be coming up next. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-2 Washington Football Team 2-6. The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 10 matchup will be coming up next. Kansas City Chiefs 5-4 Las Vegas Raiders 5-3. The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 10 matchup will be coming up next. Los Angeles Rams 7-2 San Francisco 49ers 3-5.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. as we'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals versus Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match. With the Carolina Panthers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Finding some room at midfield. And some space here. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Newton. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and we get a peek at Kyler Murray. The dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray with a nice move. Murray has the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Murray going to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chandler Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Running right on the option is Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing is Newton. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Thomas brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he sheds himself free. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A gain of 6 there on first.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Newton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw is Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And quickly they get to the line. Newton on first down. Forced out to his left. And Cam is still down here. Appears to be shaken up and in some pain after the last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Barkley looking to throw. Now into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And that will set them up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Murray's going to keep it again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Arizona defense now onto the field. Trailing on the scoreboard last time, able to force the fumble. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
That's exactly right, because what they did last time is help them stay in this game. Being opportunistic, taking the ball away, that can help keep a game tight.
Yeah, we'll see if they can be opportunistic here. They'll be looking to force another turnover. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw is Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. Went up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Murray now to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now. Steps of Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw again on second down, Newton. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Newton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Murray now on 1st down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Finding Green complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Hurts has it left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Finding Ertz again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Now Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Murray. Eluding the pressure. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So now Newton and the Panthers down 31-28. A little over 20 seconds to go. Cam to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.